Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting edition. Well, maybe not too exciting, but anyway, another edition. How about that? Let's say that. The King's Outdoor Life. We're out here in the side yard today. I've got a sprinkler head down here that's leaking. These sprinkler heads are 14 years old now, so I got a few of them that are starting to leak around the sides, and I'm losing a lot of my pressure because it's leaking out the sides. So I worked about 5 years at a golf course through high school and college, and replaced a lot of stinking sprinkler heads. So anyway, I got some little tips for you here. Maybe it'll help you along the way. Tools of choice: big shovel. We're going to dig a circle around the head. Small shovel just makes it easier to dig once you're down in there. And also, if you'll throw me the extremely small shovel over there, once you get further down in the hole, it's good to have one of these. Always use something like this. I don't know if you can see on the ground there or not, but it's just a piece of metal. Use a piece of plywood, piece of metal, just something to put all the dirt on, and that way you don't get all your dirt down in your grass, and you can't separate your dirt and your grass very well, so it leaves a muddy mess behind. So this way, we'll put all the dirt back in the hole. When we finish, put the circle of sod, the sod donut I call it, back on top, and hopefully it'll look like we've never even been here. So got the kitty cat coming in the frame here now. She's going to help us, I guess. I got a mockingbird trying to attack her, and the dogs barking at the mockingbird trying to attack the cat. So just a circle of life around here. All right, we'll show you how we do this, and I hope somebody gets something out of it. Thanks. Click like and subscribe.
So all I'm doing, I'm going all the way around about 6 inches out from the sprinkler head, and I'm going down and I'm popping up, again, my donut. It's starting to rain. I hope it doesn't rain. Now, another thing you might want to know here is I want to know which side is which, so I want to put this back in the exact same spot. There's weeds over here on this side. That's what I remember. These, I guess called crabgrass, Dallas grass, is over here on the west side. So we'll put it that way. I'll slide my piece of metal over here closer. And look at there. Nice big donut. Ah, yeah! I'll set that right there, and then spin my metal around and get the rest of the dirt out. It's gonna rain us out here, I'm afraid. I'm going for style points here, boots with shorts. Not really, but I've learned it's a lot easier to dig with a shovel with boots on. So dig this around, give yourself room to work here on all sides. All these sprinkler heads are on what's called flex pipe, so I don't have to worry about breaking it off so bad, because that's what that flex pipe is for. The flex pipe is going to be in there. I've got a whole little thing. I just stick all these extra parts in a milk carton, and that way when I need them, I've got them. All right, Lawson, grab that little shovel. You can fish out some of this dirt. The shovel Lawson has is called a trench shovel. It's about 4 inches wide, so when you put it in these sprinkler systems, that's what you shovel out the bottom of your trench with. It's the width of your trench. All right, let's figure out now which way our pipe is coming from. Our funny pipe is coming from this direction, so we want to make sure we don't whack it. Really, that's probably enough. We have that little bitty shovel. I'm gonna get just a little bit more dirt out. This may be kind of like last night's project. It's going to take me longer to edit the video than actually do the project. I'm going to go back a little bit towards which way the funny pipe is coming from. Funny pipe is this flex pipe I'm talking about. I don't know why it gets the name funny pipe, but that's what we always call it. So it's going back this way. This head was sitting a little low, so I want to be able to get a little more bend in it, so I'm going to go back this way. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm gonna dig my hole out back in this way so I can get a little bit more vertical on it. You don't want to pull on it too much. While this is funny pipe, your connection is not funny. It's a solid connection. So you don't want to be torquing on it too much, or you'll break it at that connection point. That should be enough. I can pull it around like this and get it where I want it. So I've got some replacements here. These are Hunter these replacements are Rainbird. We did a project several years ago, and when it was a temporary project, when the project was over, the what would you call it? The contractor, anyway, who did all the landscaping, he said he didn't want these. I said, what are you gonna do with them after we finish with the temporary and we got to put them, the others, in the ground? He said, I don't want them. You can have them. So of course, what did I do? I brought them home and stuck them in my tub, and that way they're ready to go. All right, so look where I'm setting this in relation to ground level. This comes up 4 inches. If I can get it to come up, there we go. So when it's finished, it's going to be above ground level, and the water comes out that hole right here. So I don't need the entire head sticking out of the ground. I want this down low enough that if I ever punch this with a, any kind of aerator, I don't want it to get in the top of that head if possible. So I'm going to sit it down where the whole head is down below ground level, and just the nozzle is going to come up above ground level. All right, so I've got my dirt on my thing here. Look how easy this is. Now I can pull it in here. Should have got a little bit closer. Once I get it there, I'm going to set this, I'm going to tamp this just like tamping a post around my head where I want it. So I want to hold exactly where it is right now. So I'm going to tamp that. And look at our dirt here. I don't know where people, if anybody starts watching these videos, where you're from, but look at our soil here in North Alabama. It's a part clay, it's part brown, but it will, when you mash it, it'll hold its structure just like this. So when I'm tamping this, it'll stay just like that. Now, one thing this does is it's going to make my donut not fit anymore. So while the shape of the donut will be the same, the head is not in the same place because it was here in the center of my hole. Now I've moved it way over here. We'll get some over on this side of the head here. So if you'll remember, if you can get the top of my donut here, shine up here at the top of my donut. This right here was my weed that I know went right here on the hole. My sprinkler head is not here in this hole anymore. I'm gonna leave enough dirt here to fill up my hole when I finish, but I'm gonna cut out a hole right here where the sprinkler head is now. So I'm gonna be good right here. I'll probably just stick this down on top there when I finish here. All right, so I'm gonna move my donut back into its place. So now here's where it comes in handy to weigh 250 pounds. You stand up and jump on it. Voila, it's gone, all right? I got a hole in the middle. I'm gonna put a little of this dirt in the middle of my hole here. Take the butt of my little shovel, poke that down in there like so. And I'm gonna take that little piece of side that I cut off where the head is, and I'm gonna split it. And poke it down in the hole. So I got a little bit of a void around this head here. I'm gonna take that side there, tuck in there, and put a little dirt around this. And the rest of this dirt I'll leave on this piece of metal, and I'll find a hole to put it in somewhere else. All right, so that's the simple removal and replacement of a sprinkler head. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it helps you. All right, I promised you a couple of weeks ago an update on the blueberries in a couple of weeks. Well, it's been a couple of weeks, and look at these pretty things. Big, fat, juicy blueberries. If anybody watching these videos knows where I live, they're not at my house. Just kidding. Come get them. All right, so look, pink ones, no good. Blue ones, good. That's all you need to know about blueberries. The fatter they are, the sweeter they are. So these small ones right here, they're still good. It's not as good as those big, fat, juicy ones. These right here are really good. So they're smaller. They're shiny. I don't know if you can tell that by the camera. I'm trying to get them in my hand. These that are shiny,
For whatever reason, the shiny ones are not as good as the dull ones. But guess what? We don't discriminate around here. We eat them all. All right, that's the update on the blueberries. They're coming in. And as you can see, there's a whole lot more that aren't ripe. Oh, look at this one. He's a big, fat, juicy one. A whole lot more that aren't ripe than are. All these will be coming in the next couple of weeks. I got the sprinkler set to come on now. If it's not raining, which it's raining right now, sprinkling anyway. If it doesn't rain, I'll water these things. Right now, pour the water to your blueberries if you got blueberry bushes. Thank you for watching. Click like, subscribe, share with a friend. We're trying to get this YouTube channel going. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Okay, we're in the shop now. We're gonna work on this gate. That's gonna be a separate video, but I just saw these in here. Well, my first thought was this thing. This is my miter saw, and I never have a good place for it. So I decided I'm gonna make a place for it. I'm gonna come beside this window. Here's my air conditioner. Hope it's not roaring too much. That's been a game changer. A 110 air conditioner and a 16 to 24 shot, game changer. I'm gonna mount this here, one of these here, and one of these here. I'm gonna get it up as high as I can, as I think is at this line right here, so I can put my miter saw up here out of the way. And I found a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. I keep all my little scraps stuff. I found a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. So we're gonna cut that to size, mount these with big honking heavy duty screws, because that miter saw is heavy, and I'll have this miter saw out of the way. Okay, so with a couple of braces I had laying around, some scrap piece of plywood I had laying around, my miter saw has a new home. And I was just thinking maybe we can utilize these hooks to hang stuff along the way here. And I may put some hooks under here now to hang. It's gonna be kind of dead space. I can hang some stuff under here now. This will be terrible on video, but let's see how high we can throw them up in the air and catch them in our mouth. Oh, double. Oh, I got one of them. I can't throw it that far. Open wide. Come on, wide. Get your braces out of the way. Oh, that's terrible. All right, back up here. Go, be ready. Oh, you want to eat that one? Yeah, don't waste one. A little closer. Oh, yeah, one. Let's go 2 in a row. Oh, that's a bad throw.